Hello, and welcome on another block chat. Pardon my voice today if it's not uh, clear enough because I have no mic. I'm micless. So, thank you for joining us on another block chat. Today, it's Denis Petrovcic and Makram Hani. And we have some interesting progress on things that we've talked about over the past weeks, which we will update you about today, and much more happening, as well as we have things in the pipeline. Let's see if Denis, if we're able to pull out from Denis some of those that are happening and that were happening even just before we came on the block chat. Now, um, Denis, how are you?
Um, Good. I'm good because
I'm
things
in the
are.
mood of pulling scoops and secrets today.
All
I was
right,
so we
let's
had
see.
I'm joining the Property Technology Festival in Dubai, and I'm speaking there as well as I'm moderating a panel discussion. And
Yes.
prior to us going into the meeting before Block Chat, I was with the panelists doing a general discussion to introduce everyone to each other at the same time to understand more the expertise of each and the story they have to tell. And lovely. It was parties who are brains behind marketing um, departments and analytics and AI departments in some of the best brokerages in town. And you'll be able to pull so much of what they're doing today, which most can be classified as, I wouldn't say secrets, but would be classified as secrets of the trade, of the progress, of the development. And it was lovely having that discussion. And I believe the people will be so intrigued when they attend that festival. And by the way, we're doing a presentation there. It wouldn't be a presentation, it's a keynote. Yet we're presenting a solution, obviously using our technology. We're presenting a solution to REITs and crowdfunding companies. It's a solution to a much wider problem, but REITs and crowdfunding companies would love and hopefully enjoy utilizing it and hopefully get in touch with us. Dennis, how are you today?
Like I said, I'm good because things are running smoothly. Actually, are going according to plan, um, and both from the technical side as from all other angles, we're doing great progress. There's things that you might want to pull out from me today, or secrets, if you will, that we will be announcing in next weeks, I guess. And, there's a new. What we can say is that there's a new marketplace partnership that we've established, right? Um, and the details
Can I say
on
more?
this.
It's not any, or sorry, I'll not say more. Look, I've been told last week. Uh, Dennis said, so our guys, our marketing team, and here is Hi to Lan, who joined our marketing team, and he's heading our YouTube channel. So Lan was saying, you know what, would this work better this way or this way? And the first was me talking, the handsome guy. The second was me and Dennis, and unfortunately, it said it had me talking and Dennis say one word at the end. And Dennis commented, "This reminds me of how much do I talk on block chats." So today I'll not be talking. Dennis will need to be saying it all. So, so tell us what's important and what's different about this partnership. Obviously, we have partnerships in the pipeline that are amazing and that we're very excited about. But this partnership specifically, we have that kind of enthusiasm for. Why, Dennis?
Well, first of all, a step back. Every partnership we do with a marketplace, a team that is set out to operate the marketplace, there's a pre-launch, a launch phase, and then a post-launch phase, right? And hopefully, all of those phases are done successfully. And a lot of times it depends on the devotion and the ability of the team behind that project to execute according to certain plans, and to be able to kind of plan ahead and define goals for each phase. So it's really important that there's a team behind a project that has commitment to success, to succeeding, that they have potentially an established business that basically glues them together as a team, obviously, and where they have achieved success, and now they're kind of using the same methods that they used before, together with a new technology approach, which is tokenization. And I believe this team has all those elements required to become a really serious competitor to establish tokenized real estate marketplaces from competitor companies, if you will.
Yeah,
And
they're a
the
fierce
main
contender
part,
because they.
I would say the key component of this is where I believe real estate tokenization will, or real estate tokenization marketplaces will make it or break it. It's the quality of the underlying real estate assets that they bring. If the process of sourcing a real estate deal is properly done and creates benefits for whoever buys into that deal, if that's on paper or through a token, doesn't really matter in the end, as long as the underlying deal is structured and done in the proper way. And I think this is kind of the value that tokenization brings, is that it enables this access to these quality deals for any team, basically. And this means there's going to be a high amount of competition, and only those who do this for decades are actually going to provide substantial value to people in Web3 and beyond when they tokenize their real estate assets. And this team has been doing it for a long time. And without tokenization, they've built a successful network of investors and students that they work with. And they, I believe, are the real deal. Yeah.
I believe so as well. Now, Dennis, if we look at the and this is probably why I believe this team will make it big, because not only do they have the right assets, but also they're in the education of their investors on the deals, on the transactions, and they cater to all types of investors. And also, it helps the market they're in, which we'll not mention today. We'll mention in a few weeks. Dennis, there's something that happened last week. Tell us more about it. What happened last week, which we've talked about, but it's now done and dusted, and news of what's running currently, what's running today.
So, for those who really closely follow how we do releases of Oceanpoint, they probably saw that we did different approaches on different releases. And with version 0.4, we've opted into something that is maybe less stressful, but it has a longer time frame to deployment. And the reason for it is because it requires two parts to work jointly. Oceanpoint as the decentralized application where staking is possible, where you have different pools where you can earn with BST and earn BST. And the other part is the Oceanpoint marketplace, which is essentially the place where the real estate assets that we've tokenized so far are being listed, and people can see them. They're for display. And users that go register an account, pass KYC, register a wallet, are able to utilize DAI to purchase real estate tokens. And this is possible since today. So today, what we've done is the parking space, which is the first property we've ever tokenized, a tiny bit of property here in Tech Park in Ljubljana, that is being regularly leased out to a long-term tenant, and has a value of something below 20,000 US dollars, is available for purchase. The purchase is available through with the use of DAI, and through the secondary market. Why? Because the tokens have been distributed so long ago. It was 2019 when the first sale happened, and now the secondary market is open, and we wish everybody happy trading. And those who decide to purchase tokens, they will have a choice either to hold those tokens and earn revenues in DAI, which they can withdraw from the marketplace, or they can decide to take those tokens to Oceanpoint and stake them to earn BST. And right now there we have a quite interesting incentive. I believe we're talking about something around 35% APY even in BST, for those who decided to, the current holders who decided to stake their BSPT tokens of the parking space. So if they opt to stake, what happens is they forfeit their DAI for the time period. The minimum commitment is 1 month. And for that time period,
forfeit their DAI against the staking, against the staking rewards.
Exactly. They get compensation through the staking rewards, and they direct the DAI from the actual property revenues towards the DAO. The DAO, what we'll do with them, this DAI goes to the governance board wallet, and the governance board can execute the buyback of BST tokens from Uniswap, and then we'll make those buybacks and burn BST from circulation, which means that it will start decreasing circulating supply. Obviously, with the parking space that's making $90 a month in rental revenue, minus costs, this is not a big substantial, I would say, monetary impact, but it was, I believe it was a nice gesture from us as well, and towards the whole community, to kind of not forget about those who made Blocksquare, or who helped put Blocksquare on an international map when we first tokenized that parking space, and believed in us at that time.
But Dennis, here it's very important to say that everyone who bought into the parking space and today wants to go for staking, that return is magnified. So currently, what is the APY on the parking space? Is it 6%, 7%?
I think it's less. Like I said, it depends on the price at which you purchase it, right? But the initial
if they
price
purchased originally, it would be 6-ish, isn't it?
It's I think it's 5.5% returns, or maybe 6.
Very good.
Yeah.
So if they forfeit the 5%, 5.5% returns, how much will how much will the total? Sorry.
The compensation in BST, or
Yes, exactly.
Well, they forfeit a small part in DAI, but in BST currently, I believe something like 35,
but they will
35,
magnify.
34.
They will magnify that rather than getting 5%, they will be getting 34%, and that is amazing.
Exactly, and I think
And
this
at the
is
same
kind of
time,
the
is
value
there people
proposition that we
offering?
want to show, right? This is the
Is there
main core value of version 04. Sorry, Makram.
Sorry, is there people offering tokens for sale already?
I believe there's I checked just before the today's block chat, and as far as I know, I saw 3 sell orders. of
Mhm.
around 200, 250 DAI each.
And are they
Um,
making money or are they losing money?
uh, well, it depends, honestly. It's if you look at from the revenue generation perspective that Oceanpoint brings, I believe that they're in a way losing money.
Ah,
but
every seller is a loser.
but
That's what's
but no, but in terms of the price that they set
capital
right now, I
appreciation.
think they would be making money. But honestly, I the market since 2019, the real estate market in Slovenia went up quite a lot. So I think those sale prices are maybe done from somebody who's more familiar with the market here, and maybe that's why they want to monetize on. Well, they want to. They place the sale orders at a higher valuation than the original one. So yes, if that sale is created, they've liquidated some tokens and made some profit on it for sure.
Very good.
And
And
yeah,
and if they sell, they will still have the royalties, isn't it?
um, when they sell tokens, the token holders, they don't themselves have royalties.
Okay,
However, the issuer of the token has 0.5% of
sure.
each trade. The marketplace operator, in this case Oceanpoint, has 0.5%, which means that tokens with each trade, tokens go actually to our governance board wallet. And then yeah, and then 0.5% goes to Oceanpoint anyways. So at each trade, 1% tax in a way goes to Oceanpoint as a DAO.
And if somebody wants to purchase into the parking space today, what should they do?
Um, Basically, it's easy. If you want to purchase BSPT tokens, any BSPT tokens that will be listing in the coming weeks, um, uh, you need to register an account on Oceanpoint's marketplace. Basically, email, password, etc. Then you
And is
will be
that
asked.
Oceanpoint.fi?
Exactly. You go to oceanpoint.fi. In the top right hand corner, you will have two basically call to action buttons. One is for the marketplace, and the other one is for the app.
Okay. And then what do they do after that?
After that, you register an account. So you click on the marketplace to access it. Then you create a new account. You will receive a confirmation email. You confirm it. You log in, and from that point on, you'll have a tutorial showing you around the marketplace. And on the right hand side, you will have like a checkbox or a checklist, sorry, of things you need to do. So first action is already performed, creating an account, and then you need to register a wallet and KYC. KYC is automated, so it's not like you need to make a phone call with somebody, but it's fully automated. It should take you like 3 minutes. Honestly, I've done it numerous times, and it's quite easy to do to complete. The easiest process, I think, because phones today have much better cameras than the web cameras that we might have on desktop. So I would recommend using your phone to complete KYC. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
And then how would you, so if you go onto the marketplace, you go to the
yeah,
marketplace tab, how would you find, because there's plenty of properties there, how would you find the marketplace? What's the best way to find it so that people don't
yeah,
search there for half an hour to find it?
yeah. So there's a filtering option on top. You click on marketplace, and then you will see a lot of properties there. And on top, there's a filter option. You click on that filter, and then if you filter by status, you can select trading. And because it's the only property currently on the secondary market, that's the only property that will be shown to you. You can open it up, and there you will see the main information on the real estate asset, but as well there's tabs that you can click through that show you different things. Like if there's any trades that happened so far, you will be able to see trade history. and there's a chart that is drawn from it. Then you have a tab that shows you the documents that have been attached, and you can expect their quarterly reports on the performance of the asset and stuff like that to be added later on. When you purchase tokens of various properties, you also see them in the portfolio section of the marketplace, which basically displays all property tokens that you hold on any of your wallets, because you can register not just one, but you can have multiple accounts registered under your own Blocksquare account.
Perfect. So they go there, they register, they go to the marketplace, they connect their wallet, obviously, they filter, they go to status, they go to trading, and they find the marketplace, the parking space. They open that, they see all the details. They can see the corporate resolution there. There's a button, guys, that opens for you the corporate resolution and shows you all the details of it. And then afterwards, you'll be able to see the ownership structure, the investment overview, and all other information that is related. If you own tokens and you've connected the right wallet, you will see the tokens there. If you don't, you will see your DAI there, and then you can press buy if you want to buy. You can go to simple or advanced. You see the open orders as an order book. You see what's being offered, and then you can select how much you want to buy and how much DAI do you want to pay, and then that's it. You own it, and you've taken the transaction. Obviously, it's executed through your wallet, so you do need to have some ETH in your wallet to be able to execute that transaction. Am I right?
Exactly.
Perfect.
You've said it perfectly. Yeah.
Perfect. So this is the process, guys. And by the way, if you try the process and if you enjoy the process, you're not trying only the process to access a parking place and then you can go and stake it. And we talk about staking that next week. We will probably, hopefully, demonstrate the transaction here. However, you're accessing the future, because this is not the past. The parking space is not the past. That technology and that process is the future. And that's the future of how real estate will be traded. Regardless if we do it or others, it will be done. That's the only logical outcome of all the evolution that is taking place in Web3 and blockchain today, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. I think this is like, I would say, this is exactly how real estate will be bought and sold and held in the future. In the meantime, when you were presenting this, what I made is this. So
Cool.
basically,
Scan this, guys. Let's try it. Let's try it as we speak. I love those stuff that Denis does. Yeah, at least it's not donate to Makram, and hopefully it will not.
yeah, I tried the first time I experimented this. Okay, and you've scanned it apparently because it also informs
Someone
us.
scanned the QR
Yes.
code. Cool.
Does it open up? Is the link
It
correct?
does. It does. This is it.
All right, awesome. That's great.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Guys, feel free to scan this QR code. You can leave it here also. So feel free to scan the QR code, access it, test that. By the way, it's an amazing area that this is in. It's facing this park. It's facing Tivoli Park. Look, I know Ljubljana very well. And it's currently rented to an employee that works in a clinic. Am I right, Denis?
Exactly. There's because it's technology park is like you have various technology businesses there, but you also have different services. Like for instance, you have a clinic, you have also a kindergarten, and there's a post office, there's a bank as well. So those services that you need to do on a regular basis as a business owner as well, or an employee in a business. So actually it's rented out right now to a medical doctor.
1,080 euros a year, isn't it?
Yes, exactly, something like that.
1,080 euros a year. Is there any maintenance charges?
There's some maintenance charges by the main maintenance company.
So is 1,080 net or no?
It's about 15% of that is yearly on extra charges. Yes.
Very
on
good.
maintenance.
And
Yeah.
obviously, it doesn't need management because it's managed in a way or other. It's
No.
self-managed.
It's
Yeah.
no management fees on the contract or anything. It's basically it's a property that's held under a company that I own as a sole proprietorship, and we've used it because at the time we contemplated creating a special purpose vehicle just for this, but the cost of just running that entity would just
Will
eat everything up for a small asset like this. So we said, look, it's not as important. It's your company, Denis. So it's like people that are interested in this trust in you as a person with a
I wouldn't, guys. That's
higher
a very
scope, I would say, than than this parking space. And yeah, so that's why it's on that company. Yeah.
and the beauty of it, guys, there's no pipes or air conditioning to burst there, to create non-expected costs or losses or anything like that. Very low risk investment if you think about it, in a city that is a well advanced city. Yet that city does not have so much coming up on offer. Is there many technology parks coming up in Ljubljana? Is there any
No,
technology park coming up in
no.
Ljubljana? None.
No,
That's
that's
it.
actually that's it, and I think that there's shortage of office space there in that area in that park. I think it's quite a good solid investment. There's regular companies that either lease or hold those properties, office space in ownership, and actually they're looking for more and as well for more. Parking spaces to so their employees can have a better service. Yeah.
So it's very small, yet it's very solid, and yes, it's very simple. And the beauty of the why is it small and makes sense? Because of the simplicity. You buy into that, you're buying into the future, you're testing that system so that hopefully you can buy into much bigger. And then obviously you are able to take those tokens and you're able to stake those tokens and magnify that return, and getting a 30-ish% return on anything today, regardless of how small or big, is a fun experiment, because most probably you wouldn't get that on most of meme coins you own, and your risk there is, I don't want to tell you about the risk. So scan the QR code, head there, guys, and enjoy it, test it. You don't have to buy 1,000 tokens, you can buy 100.
You
It's
can
a
you can
fraction.
buy one. You can buy 0.001 if you want to.
Exactly.
So the
Exactly.
size of the purchase is not really important. It's a way for you to participate in Oceanpoint version 0.4 and benefit from this and kind of um, test out how this works, and so you have a clear understanding then for the properties that come later on, um, which obviously will bring much more cash flow through staking for the DAO itself, which should result in much more consistent and impact on buybacks and burns processes. Yeah.
So that's what you should do. Uh, Guys, there's something else that's coming up. So there's plenty. Why did you remove it, man? I love QR codes. You know that. So
Yeah, everybody who's watching us, if you missed the QR code, wait till the end. We'll show it once more.
okay. Look, I don't. I'm not sure if you know, but Dennis is all about automation, and to me that's like magic. It's like if you want to amaze a kid, you show him some magic, you flip a coin or so. If you want to amuse me, show me some automation. And Dennis is a pro in automation, and every time I look at that, I say, "Oh gosh!" But one day in the past, I, Makram Hani, taught this guy in front of you one small thing, and I'm so proud about it. You can't imagine. I go now in conferences talking about it. I have keynotes about it. I taught that gentleman to use Calendly. Imagine, isn't it? I
Definitely,
have
most
it
definitely.
recorded at home this big. I taught Dennis how to use tech. So, um, by the way, in the previous meeting, when the guys were asking the tech questions at the end, I wanted to jump in and say, sorry, guys, I'll take this. So, when they were asking about the technology stack on the front end and back end, and guys, I'm speaking in a property technology festival in Dubai, and we're tackling a subject which is fun and intriguing. The best thing about what we're doing is every time we dig deeper into it, and although we've been digging into it for far so long now, we should have found fuel and gas there, oil and gas there. But every time we dig deeper into it, we find new concepts of the new old concepts, or whatever you want to call them. And currently, this time, I found new old concepts of what we were digging in. Yet, I found something very interesting. We take things for granted. We said it before, we say it again. We take accessibility for granted. We take uh, smoothness of transaction for granted. We take the transparency for granted. We take the credibility for granted. We take all of those for granted because we talk about them daily. Yet it's not normal for real estate to be this accessible. It's not normal for you or me sitting in Dubai today to be able to buy, as we speak now, a parking spot in Ljubljana. It's not. Or a part of it. It's not. And and that is amazing, and this is what we're advocating for here. So what I want to throw out as a call today is the following. Look, we're growing as a team. We are, I believe, we're very close to becoming a full team on all aspects of functions in the business. So obviously, when you're a startup, you have one guy doing everything, and that person is doing marketing hat, HR hat, and every other hat that's possible. And then that person starts delegating, and on and on and on. And when you are reach in the functions that we have currently, for example, a marketing team of several members, and each takes care of a part and a channel, and we are recruiting an HR professional currently, and we are going through that transformation internally as an entity, as an organization. I believe that talks much about the stage we've reached, and the stage we're and the place we're going to. So stay tuned, and at the same time, if you are a member of our community, jump on and engage and say, I want to be part of this and growing. And there will be very soon, and it's just probably a few weeks ago, and I don't want to set a time because we are busy with too many other things that are in the pipeline. However, you will be able to be a referring party. You'll be able to be a certified partner. You'll be able to be a neo broker. We have too many things that are built to engage you and to make that experience worthwhile and your learning worthwhile. You don't know. Maybe soon we'll launch some real estate master classes for you to be able to become a professional registered neo broker. Nobody knows. I'm not promising that, by the way. So what we're saying over here is that we want to engage you, and we want you to be part of that success that's happening as we speak. We're not there since yesterday. We've been there for some time, and we're achieving. So I'm enjoying it. I hope you are. Are you, Dennis?
Very much so.
Cool.
So
Um,
excited, huh? So excited. I'm so no, but honestly, I'm really excited. It's the about all the things, and if I look back, like the things we've done since the start, and it definitely wasn't an easy path to go through. But I think that everything made us stronger and stronger as we progressed, and I'm really proud of the team we built so far. Um, you've mentioned initially, Lan. We haven't said anything about him because he was just onboarded recently. But Lan is a influencer, YouTube influencer actually, who manages a very successful crypto channel with a lot of followers, a lot of viewers, and he's joining our DAO in the capacity of managing our YouTube channel. So we're kind of raising the bar on each social media channel that we're working on. And this, in a way, what I want to do is extend an invitation for anybody within our community that is really good in LinkedIn. Honestly, we need somebody that gets our scope, that is part of how Makram says our energy, and has an edge on and previous success on working with LinkedIn and growing LinkedIn presence. I believe there's a lot of things that we can do there. So this is like something I'm reaching out to. As many know, we are also open to new positions on the technical side. We're looking for both a full stack developer and front end developer, a junior front end developer. So this is I think also something that I repeat every time. I believe that on the full stack developer position, that we have found the right candidate, just not fully confirmed right now. But hopefully, we will be able to finalize it, and he will be able to join our Oceanpoint team very soon. So this is things that are happening in the back, and that we are working on, and so many things that we also are not able to mention here because we want to have that edge. We've been around for some time. We know what needs to be done, and we have an overview of the market in terms of tokenization of real estate that I don't believe many companies out there have, and we want to use that edge to
Let me say it as
work
it
the
is,
market. Yeah.
that we don't believe any company out there has. Yes, we need to be humble about our experience, but we don't believe any company out there has. Anything else for our community, Dennis?
Nothing else. Register an account on the marketplace, and
Where's my QR code? 1 second, guys. 1 second. This is my
exactly.
QR code.
I promised the QR code at the end.
Exactly. He was trying to mingle away from that promise. It wouldn't work. Guys, you're with a team that's probably the best team tokenizing property today. We are property owners, we're property investors, we're tech owners, we're tech investors, we're tech people. I'm not tech people, but we are tech people. Let's call it that way. I take that tech by with coordination with Dennis. Obviously, we are the right tech, the right methodology, the right approach, the right track record. You can be part of it. Hopefully, the right future. Ciao. Enjoy your time. Until the next block chat. Have a good day.